So it's time for Hyrule Field.
Basically,
Yep.
yeah.
So if we step into that grayed out black stuff, it starts to kill us.
Yay!
And a lot of the areas you go to are named after like what places in old Japan were called.
Yeah, because let me quickly pull up the map. It's straight up Japan.
Yeah.
Like,
Really, the place called Nippon is literally Japan? I never would have guessed.
well, like sometimes sometimes they abstract things a little bit for games that are set in totally not Japan, but
This game is set in ancient Japan. Oh, random encounter.
nope. Touching that water.
Oh, the evil poison water. Ah, yes, this place is totally deserving of the name Flower Valley.
This place is also, technically speaking, our first dungeon.
Yeah.
The way the game defines dungeons, quote unquote, is a little odd, because if you were going by, like, the Zelda definition, the first dungeon isn't until about 3 or 4 hours in, if you're doing all the side content.
Ocarina of Time, your first dungeon's really early, though.
Yeah, your first dungeon is literally, hey, go find a shield. Okay, now enter this tree.
And the tree is your first dungeon.
I thought you were going to say the tree is your dad, which is true, but...
Want to hang out with these guys? Look at this rad party they're having.
Look at that delicious soup they're drinking.
No, they're drinking sake.
It's probably hot sake, yeah. So
Yeah, but this is the 4Kids version of this LP, so it's soup.
the guys with the kotos can defend against your attacks by pulling them up, and all you need to do is power slash to get rid of them.
When I first played this game, I thought they were just guitars. Because I'm an idiot.
It's essentially a Japanese guitar. Like, it's not the wrong way to think about it.
It's just a traditional stringed instrument, yeah.
Guys, we brought some flowers to the party. I heard no barking there, Novel. I'm ashamed of you.
I didn't bark.
Oh. That's not good.
Yeah, if the area is too cursed, usually in some kind of dungeon, then yeah, that happens.
So you unfricked it and then you fricked it again.
Yep. These trees try to attack us, we just have to ignore them for now. There is a way to fix them, but we will not get it until we're done with the dungeon, basically.
And playing Phantom Ganon just stuns them, right?
Yep.
Dead Man's Volley is the technical term.
Alright.
I actually learned that from the Ocarina of Time thread.
Okay, I was not aware.
Which also sounds like a really good name for like a pirate metal band.
Oh.
So all of the generic goblin enemies are themed on musical instruments, so now we have a traditional drum goblin.
Taiko Goblin.
Yes.
Who's this drum goblin? So that's a joke that only May will find funny. There was a year at Eurovision where they had like a weird like drum orchestra for the intermission, and there was this one guy just like going ham on a drum who genuinely looked like a goblin. And my reaction to him was, who's this drum goblin?
So the quick and easy way to deal with the drum guys, because they pop down underneath the ground and you can't attack them, is to wait for them to pop up and get behind them, because that basically kind of stuns them.
Okay.
If you try and take them on head on when they pop up, you can damage them, but it will not interrupt their attack. They basically have super armor.
I am glad
And they
that
will
you're-
track you if they see you.
I'm glad that you're giving like relevant facts about this game while I'm talking about Eurovision.
I love the facial expressions in this game. You know, even though there's no mouths, the expressions themselves are...
Even though there's no mouths, they must scream.
We'll do our Amaterasu thing and fix that thing.
I promise everybody listening to this that I like this game and I'm paying attention to it. I'm just thinking about Eurovision and Rum Goblins now. You can do it, buddy!
Go hide from all
He
your
can't do
problems,
it.
and surely they'll go away eventually.
Japan.
I mean, he is explicitly being shown to be kind of
A coward.
an idiot and a coward.
Yeah.
Well, his sword is called a word that means idiot, right?
Oaf, more than anything.
Slightly different connotation.
Oh, so less idiot and more like fool or like bumbling or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention earlier. There's an air dash. If you
Platinum.
hit square while you're in the air, you dash forward. There's also aerial combos for all the weapon types. My favorite weapon type, which we will not run into for a while, the aerial combo for it sucks.
Oh,
Look at this fat bear!
look at this rad bear.
This bear is great, and he's gonna show up a bunch of times over the course of the game.
Oh, he has one of those thingies, the little gems that look like a knife. I only know what they are because of Phoenix Wright.
Magatama?
Yeah, those.
Not the bear.
The bear has the best facial expressions.
Tag yourself, I'm the fat sleepy bear.
Keep writing in this game.
Dog head tilt.
Okay, so let's talk about physics objects.
Okay.
Oh no.
I have to push this orb. It controls about as well as you would expect pushing an orb with a dog would.
Na, 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 na.
Get out of here. This particular mechanic is probably one of my least favorites in the game, and it comes up a bit too often.
That could be worse. You could be playing Sonic 06 and you have a limited amount of times you can push the ball.
I mean, you could have ended that sentence as you could be playing Sonic 06 and I would
just,
agree with you.
when you said bad ball rolling physics, my immediate thought was the stupid ball puzzle Silver has to do. But that whole game is stupid, so...
Yeah. So now, we gotta go
Do our god
fix
thing.
the sky.
And with the power of lens flare and shaders, we will fix the tree.
Yay!
Well, start on the process of fixing the tree.
Looks like
This
a
one
prawn.
you need to put 2 dots.
Why is it a prawn?
It is in fact a monkey.
Oh. Spinning monkey.
So, the monkeys are a weird, or the monkey is a weird outlier for the brush gods. It's technically a 3-part ability. That's all at various evolutions on the same concept of the one we get here.
And
It's-
the monkeys represent what I think they represent, because there's 3 of them.
Each of them has a different musical instrument.
Ah, okay.
Also, the 3 monkey gods are called Onigami, and I actually know what that means. I'm learning. I learned every single bit of Japanese I know from anime.
Draw a circle.
Yeah, check out that cherry blossom.
So now that we have Bloom, that is, like, our go-to ability that solves, like, 80% of the problems in this game. When in doubt, use Bloom.
That's also Bethesda's design philosophy.
Your problems can either be cut or bloomed away, basically.
Which, to be fair, they are the 2 first brush techniques you learn, so...
Yeah, you don't use rejuvenation a lot, if I remember correctly.
It's usually, combined with other ways of gating.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is basically a Zelda game, you are entirely gated by the abilities you pick up, and the abilities are the equivalent of your weapons and tools from a Zelda game.
I'm real mad nobody acknowledged my sick dunk on Bethesda.
Oh no, I heard it. I just didn't say anything.
I heard it, I just didn't say anything, it was bad.
With friends like these.
So, like, right there you can see I got behind the drum demon,
The drum goblin,
and
yeah.
and it stunned him enough to, kind of knock him into a spot where I could power slash
Why
him.
didn't he just explode?
When they're in their slow-mo circle thing, you can also bloom them. You don't have to cut them here, right?
I don't think Bloom has combat applications
try it
on
next
these guys.
I thought there was like some enemies you could use bloom on.
There are some enemies that you have to use Bloom on. The goblins are not one of
Look at
them.
these balls.
So before I forget, I'm going to go upgrade my health really quickly because we had enough praise for that.
Feed
Now I'm going to feed
pigs.
these pigs. Look at that pig.
Yeah.
Look at that pig going to town.
Would you say that pig is going ham?
Yes. So now we can actually deal with these trees.
Play tennis. So, you know that thing my brain does where it just goes a place?
Yeah?
I wonder what a dog, like, actually doing these motions with a paintbrush would be like.
I'm sure there is an Air Bud movie that tells you.
The thing is, Ammy's tail is the brush,
Okay.
if I remember. Because you can kind of see the tip of the tail is, like, has ink on it.
Was it?
Well, once we're done with this small cutscene, yeah, kinda. It's
yeah.
darker than the rest of her shading.
I did not know that.
And when
Yeah.
you fix those trees, they give you a ton of fruit.
There's a reason to fix them beyond just that, but we're not going to be seeing that for a while.
So Novel, I'm curious, are you going for like 100% or are you just gonna do as much as you can?
There's a bunch of stuff I'm going to off-screen, like getting all of these trees in areas that are not, you know... Like, I'm going to show it off now, because there is a specific thing I want to point out that happens if you do it with this area. But, for the most part, things like painting in trees, feeding animals, I'm probably going to off-screen.
That's
Unless
fair.
the animal is important to feed.
Directly in the way. Well, not even important to feed unless it's directly in the way and I have, you know, the feed bag on me at the
You know
time.
what I mean when I say important to feed, right?
Yeah.
I'm referring to things like that cute bird.
That bird is pretty cute.
Let's interrupt this party again.
I hate it when my parties are interrupted by dogs.
So I am going to point out the game is really forgiving about ranks early on. Because that Cherry Blossom is the highest rank you can get.
And it gets worse later.
Thank you for behaving like a proper dog. Just barking for no reason.
I am going to say that in terms of combat, I'm not going to go for, like, all S ranks. Because that's crazy. There are certain enemy types where you basically have to do it perfectly.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good way to hate yourself.
There's a lot of trees here today.
Yeah, it's really annoying, but there is a really solid reason. Also, monkeys. Give the monkeys some fish.
Okay.
I thought they'd enjoy fruit.
I think you can feed them almost anything.
I mean, yeah, primates will eat just about anything.
The thing is, the game handed me a free fish feedback earlier. So one of the remnants of the fact that Platinum is, or well, Clover Studios at the time, is the ones that made this game, are these glowing green spots that have clovers underneath them that you then have to go and glue for some praise.
Digging tips.
Digging tips. Press triangle to dig.
Press triangle to dog.
So because we bloomed all the trees, we spawned in a treasure chest way back up at that painting. And there's a really good reason why I want that treasure chest.
Is it because you're a hoarder?
No, it's actually a gameplay mechanic.
I was just making a tasteless joke.
It kind of sucks that it hands you Bloom at the other end of this level and not at the beginning of it. So by filling in all the trees, we get the equivalent of a heart piece
Nice.
in Zelda. In this game, it only takes 3 to do a full container, but
You can also upgrade your life as you go.
yep.
Tai Tai needs a map.
Tai does need a map.
Same.
Okay, let's take a nap break.
Okay, good night.
Well, actually, I'm gonna hit the save point and call it for this stretch because, well, first I'm gonna go take care of this clover because it's over here. Because a lot of stuff has now just opened up to us.
Hell yeah, nap break.
Because we have Bloom, the minute we go back out into the field and fill out the other tree, it opens up the entire field.
Yeah.
So I'm going to save that for the next episode.
Yay!